Okay, few things we talk about in Artist 7. Images, I have mentioned it a few times in the last few days, and also I keep mentioning this. Images that can, inspire us, cinematic shots, inspiring filmmaking, images that can bring tears, evoke our emotions. But one thing I mentioned, one thing is to talk about art, and one thing is to create art yourself and getting immersed in it. So when you do that, um, never-ending process, vast world of filmmaking, you can explore, you can discover so many things, and still so much to do. Film theories we want to talk about, because film theories and film criticism, when we talk about that, film theories, you are doing it in a more educational manner. You are delving deep into the aspects with a lot of strict criticism, different opinions you are having, and different perspectives you are bringing to the table. And film criticism, if I just talk about film criticism, aesthetics wise, or creatively, not just the box office, or the how the movie is made, whether it is good or bad, not that, but something much more than that. We need those things, film theories, film criticisms like that. But the question is, do we have enough movies to talk about that? If we don't have the movies like that, then what do we talk about? We can go back to the classics, we can go back to the old films, we can go back to the black and white films, we can still talk about it. But there is a thing you can think of, that maybe when they created those movies, they didn't think about the criticism much. So they focused more on the making of the film. So we need the making of the films, we need criticism, we need all of them, so that we can have the ecosystem, we can have the community where we can talk about all these things. And acting, we can have cinema without acting, not without acting, but without words, or without those things you talk about acting, but you sometimes become verbose, you want to say a lot through dialogue. But acting can be without the dialogue, without the words, non-verbal expression, and so many other ways we can do. Sometimes silence itself can be a big thing, that can elevate the scene to another level, with a well-timed and poised silence. Now, when it is called for, as a director you require that, as an editor you know that, and as an actor you can bring that, so that you can bring the surprise element, something very special, so that you know how to perform, how to do these gestures, how to say these dialogues, how to do intonation, modulation, and all these things. But you also know when not to do that, when not to use words, when not to use too much gestures, or whatever it is. So cinematic images, struggles teach you a lot. When you have the struggles, especially in indie filmmaking, you are doing a lot of things yourself, so struggles will teach you a lot. And the best advice I can give, rather than thinking about a lot, just make your film. Understand cinema, and you will keep understanding cinema, because it's a vast world, and that is the fun thing, that is the thing we should enjoy. Nowadays we need to say that we should enjoy, but we should enjoy, because that is the fun of filmmaking. It is vast, the vast world of filmmaking. One person is making the film in this way, another person is making the film in this way. We have different cultures, different people, different inspirations, and so many things we can talk about in a film. And then you have the cinematic medium, where you want to express standards of asking questions, standards of criticism. Obviously we maintain it here, and people who get it, they get it. But if you want to ask the pertinent question, so keep asking the questions, so that when you ask the relevant question or the pertinent question, it shows that you have that inside you, that one day you can become a filmmaker, or you have respected cinema enough so that you want to pursue cinema more. So all these things we require, and this is not something new, this is not something old. It is part of the process. No matter when you make a film, it is part of the process, and You come up with new ideas and stories, and then you just make the film. Go for it. Just make the film.